Welcome in, Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us. What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
For you in Huntsville, Texas.
I got choked up there because it's Friday. I was about to say,
I know, a little tear in my eye.
I know, I was going to say Friday has arrived, and it just did not come out properly. I was a little choked up, Billy. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, sir.
Good to see you. Looking good in black, man.
Oh, yeah. You know, the man in black.
How many different colors do you have of those shirts? Because I've seen you in blue. Do you have a purple? Sam Houston Memorial Funeral?
No, well, truth be told, I'm about to tell hundreds of thousands of people.
You better not have a purple one. Brian already said no way.
I'm semi-colorblind.
Okay.
And I can't tell the difference between blue and purple. So if I have a purple shirt, it's just a blue shirt to me.
Yeah.
So,
well,
you know, I was in the junior high before they diagnosed that.
Really?
Yeah.
And you didn't know?
Didn't know. Well, they look the same to me.
Well, they have made, you know, my cousin has told me about this, and it was incredible. They have made glasses now for folks who are colorblind to where it helps bring out it changes the color. And he had wore them and said, I've never experienced green this way because he'd never really seen green in a true green. He said it just opened up his whole world. And, you know, you think about how we always talk so much about technology and how much it's advancing. Think about something like glasses for folks that are colorblind, Billy.
But for people that don't know, I mean, honest to goodness, blue and purple, it's the same. I can't distinguish between the two of them. And I remember being in like kindergarten and getting picked on because they would say, hey, you know, draw like a lake or whatever. And there was always this blue crayon that nobody wanted to use. So that's the one I used. And come to find out years later, it's because it wasn't blue, it was purple.
You're talking about drawing stuff, you know, in kindergarten.
I was such an artiste.
I didn't get braces till I was about 27 years old, 26. My mom felt so bad. I said, Mom, don't worry about it. And as I got older, she said, we should have did that when you were younger. I said, Mom, y'all had enough going on trying to, you know, raise us wild. We weren't too wild, but we didn't get in too much trouble. But I finally got braced at 20. So I'll never forget. I drew a picture one time. I don't even know. We were talking about kindergarten pictures. It just popped in my mind. So I said, I'm going to talk about it. I drew a picture. I said, when I used to eat a hamburger, it's jagged. That thing, you didn't have that nice moon crescent shape to it. After I got braces, finally, it was nice and crescent moon.
Gotcha. I got you.
When you eat a burger,
when you take the bite out.
You take a bite out.
Like
it
a
was
shark
jagged.
bite, right?
Yeah, it looked like a shark bite. There
Yeah.
you go. Yeah.
Which you can't even say shark bite anymore. Apparently, that's a plumbing fitting.
It is, and it works very well, by the way.
I'm not a fan.
Not a fan.
Not a fan.
You know what we are a fan of? Fridays. We are a fan of being here and promoting the good here in our community. We want to welcome you in. Let us know that you're out there and what you're thankful for today. I've got the comments actually popped up on the video, and so as you send those comments in, they will pop up. You'll be able to see them there. We do have a lot of folks that chimed in before I put that up on the video, but we are here on a Friday.
My handler is now confirming that I do not own a purple shirt.
Jacqueline saying no purple there. I like how you said my handler. So that's...
Dude, without her, I couldn't do nothing.
You could not. Jacqueline, good morning to you. Good morning to Jennifer as well. She's already chiming in today saying happy Fabulous Friday. See, that stuck. Fabulous Friday took off a couple of weeks ago, and here we are. Kathy Schweitzer is chiming in already saying good morning, Huntsville. She's the first comment since we popped it up on the screen. Brittany Wright saying good morning as well. And check this out. Our great friend, Bill Doggett, chiming in this morning, our great county commissioner, Precinct 3, saying, good morning, Bryan Matthys has been a good friend of mine since the early 1980s. We're going to check with that. We're going to check with Bryan, Bill. He said he's an awesome guy that does great things for our community. So we're going to get the lowdown from Bryan Matthys on Bill Doggett.
Was he talking about Bryan or me?
He's talking about Bryan Matthys.
Oh, some people call me Bryan Matthys.
Yeah, well, it's not going to happen. We got a good one lined up today. I like what Bill said too. Beautiful Friday. It is a beautiful Friday. We are broadcasting downtown, our beautiful square here in downtown Huntsville. Big thank you to Elliott's Jewelers for sponsoring our studio online at elliotsjewelers.com. He is also the presenting sponsor of our coming up. I've got so much going through my head. Our Rays of Hope summer fundraising drive-through. All the marketing materials are coming in for that now, and T-shirts over at Advantage Specialties have gotten made. So we're really excited about that event. Going to be able to bless 6 nonprofits on July the 29th from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the HEB parking lot. Folks, we're going to need food. Even Dave Smith over at Good Shepherd Mission said, we need bed sheets. Who would have ever thought? And so we're bringing to light some things that maybe the community didn't know that some of these organizations need. Also going to help out Pregnancy, the Care Center of Huntsville, helping those great folks out. They have a lot of needs for mamas with newborn babies and children, and so we wanted to help them. Rita B. Huff, HISD Social Services, also taking care of our friends at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools and Safe House. And I probably left out one, but there's 6 of them. And we will be updating more on the website. It's just kind of a living page that continues to be updated. And we'll keep that updated online at hellohuntsvilletx.com. Always save the best for last. Whenever I'm introducing and kind of leading into our show, Billy Cawthon, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, our Foundation 5 sponsor on a Friday. How you doing, man? It's good to be back. It's good to be in person. We were virtual last week.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that, except I didn't tell anybody in my office that I was doing that. And then I had a couple of people walk in. Miss Belinda walked in and stood behind me because she had some questions, didn't know that I was. So, yeah, no, it was, yeah.
Did she say anything after?
No.
Laughing, joking?
No, I'm sure I'm probably fired.
Yeah. Well, you're here today. So, Billy, by the way, it is a Blue Jean Friday for Billy Cawthon, so just let that be known. Blue Jean Fridays on.
I do not have blue jeans on, Mr. Greg Smith.
They are not purple either, so don't worry about that. Garrick Long, check this out.
The third dumpling.
Oh my goodness! So this started, just staples in this community, and one gentleman that I'm just very proud to get to know, and he and I go to lunch once a month or so, and he is the voice of Huntsville, and always will be, is Cooter Roberson and Leroy, and they were known as the Biscuit Brothers. And that will never, ever be replaced. That will go down in the legacy of Huntsville, Texas, for generations to come. Too incredible. I never had the privilege and the pleasure of knowing Leroy. Did get to know his son, but I did not get to know Leroy. And I know that they were staples in this community. And Leroy is one that I wish I could have got to know. When you think of those two gentlemen, you think of Huntsville, Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Well, something happened last week. I don't know. We were joking around and just, hoorooing, as my dad always says. Where does that word come from, by the way, hoorooy? You ever thought, you've said it before probably, right? Have you ever said, I'm hoorooing around? You ever said that before?
No, I don't think that's in my small vocabulary.
Brian's looking over here saying we never said. Maybe that was a Georgetown thing back in the day.
That's not Huntsville.
Yes. don't bring that.
Don't
up.
bring that down here.
But somehow the Dumpling Brothers came out with us and Garrick Long and you and I, and so it turned into the Dumpling Brothers. So Dumpling Brothers are here with you this morning on a Friday, and maybe that's because of our physique. You know, I try to keep the camera straight because the side profile is not that good when I turn to the side.
Look, for those of y'all watching, I'll tell you how this works. We get here in the morning. Rob's already got it set up to where the camera's on his good side. And he says, Billy, sit where you're going to sit. And I sit down, and he'll find the worst angle of me. And that's it. That's production.
No, that's a good angle right now, Billy. Look at this.
This?
Folks, let us know what you think.
Look, I'm working hard every day. We're paying the bills. We ate some groceries. I got some fat. It's just how it works.
Let us know what you think of the angle here on Billy. I think it's handsome, by the way. You know, this is Billy Cawthon, handsome angle here. It's a lot better than the goat there on your Facebook profile. It's Billy the Goat.
I still need to get with Reagan Cooksey and see if that goat is available. That needs to be at my office.
It needs to make its way with you when you come to the show. Can you ask Reagan? Reagan, if somebody can get a hold of Reagan Cooksey today, this morning, ask him if the goat is still there at Northside and if we can borrow it for next Friday.
It was from Vacation Bible School 2 or 3 years ago. It's back when they were in not their newest sanctuary.
So if you can find that goat, that is going to be the new kind of headline here in Huntsville. Where is the goat? And
where's Billy?
Where's Billy? And we're not talking about this Billy. Friends, we want you to chime in this morning. Let us know, as always, what you're thankful for. We always try to provide a little bit of a inspiration on this show. And just waking up today with that attitude of gratitude, let us know that you're out there, what you're enjoying about this community, what you've loved about this week. There's been a lot of great things happening throughout Huntsville this week as we're gearing up. High school sports getting ready to get started here pretty soon, and so looking forward to that. And the Hornets and Coach Southern, they do an incredible job. Just get out there in person. Go watch the games. The new stadium's going to be open in time, it looks like. They are rocking and rolling through that. And so big shout-out to the community who has supported the bond. I do always want to mention when I talk about the bond, because I know sometimes it stirs up a couple of things, but here's the deal. If you drive around, it's not just the stadium. Every single campus in our district is getting a facelift.
Yeah, they all benefited from it.
Everything is benefiting. It's not just the athletic side, and it's going to be great for this community.
Here's my plug. I volunteer on Friday nights. I'm one of the brave individuals who get down on the field, and we hold up that big inflatable Texas for the boys to run through and the cheerleaders and all that. If anyone thinks that's neat or cool or would like a chance to help me with that, please contact me. I'm looking for volunteers to help me hold that thing.
For the home games? Or do you do it on the away games?
We do it
also?
on the away games, too. So we'll actually, let me tell you, if you help me with that, you get to watch the game from the sideline, and that's the best angle.
Man, you know, I don't get to broadcast those games anymore. I was hoping one day to cover our children here in Huntsville, but that may be the closest thing I can get to being back out there,
You
man.
can come help me hold the thing.
No, we'll be in New Waverly, man.
And I'll let you talk the entire time. You can call it play-by-play.
Yeah, we ain't no play-by-play going on.
I'll say,
Billy, that's you.
Rob, roll it up, man.
Roll it up.
Roll it up.
That's all you. I'll actually be privileged to be in New Waverly. You know, I wanted to be back here in this community. Obviously, it's my backyard, but the young kids in New Waverly need some help. And
Those are some good kids down in New
I'm
Waverly.
really excited to be able to showcase that school and what those youngsters are doing. And we'll still promote, of course, Huntsville ISD here on the platform. So we'll have Coach on from time to time. We'll have some of the student athletes. There's a podcast that we're working on as well. And so our commitment, of course, is still here to Huntsville as far as that goes on our platform here. But, hey, we got a great show lined up today. I know we've talked a lot here just introing, and we want to welcome you in again. Thanks for all the comments that are already pouring in this morning. Bryan Matthys is here. He is talking pretty soon about the poker tournament that's coming up in August, the Kiwanis Club of Huntsville. So we're going to be talking more about that. We'll learn a little bit more about Kiwanis, and we've got a fun show on the way today. By the way, there is that poker tournament, by the way. I'll flash that up whenever Bryan comes up. This week's keyword, Texan. Texan. So go ahead and text in the word Texan along with your name to 936-339-0139. Again, that is the keyword this week. Actually, it ends today at 8 a.m. So text in Texan with your name, 936-339-0139. Billy, we are giving away another certificate or pass to the Color Bar Tanning Salon. I need that, man. When I went to Fargo, brother, turned into flour. I mean, it was crazy. You get up there and you're out of the you literally have, what is it, vitamin D from the sunshine, I almost said sunshine, vitamin D, is that right?
Yes, sir, to my understanding.
Yeah. So up there, literally, the doctor told me, which that's another story. I'm fighting them right now. Let's just say North Dakota Insurance Department got a nice letter about certain things that, let's just say, unfair billing practices.
They do that up there too.
Oh yeah, it's
okay.
it's
Nationwide.
It's a thing. I'm always positive, so I'm not going to get too negative. But I will say, if you go to a doctor for 15 minutes, get routine blood work done, you go see a sleep consultant for 15 minutes just to get an idea about, hey, this is what could be going on, and the insurance company gets billed $2,100, and then I get stuck with $900 of that. It kind of seems flaky to me. So let's just say that bill, that remaining $900 I was paying $15 a month, they said that they couldn't accept that it needed to be $40 a month. And so they turned it over to collections. And I turned that over to North Dakota Insurance Department, and we'll see how they handle that situation now. So,
I bet it's over now.
Yeah, I'm in the wrong business, man. I just need to get into this insurance business.
Oh, I'm in the right business. I just don't make that kind
medical
of money.
Insurance,
Yeah.
medical insurance business. So, but hey, we got a lot going on today. It's going to be a lot of fun. Continue to let us know that you're out there. We'll get those text messages coming in just a few moments. And Bryan Matthys will join us on the other side. Before we bring him on, man, I got excited when I looked at what the National Day of today was, Billy. We were looking earlier. National Be Someone Day. That's, you know what? We're all somebody. So, that one, I wasn't too excited about that one. I wasn't excited about the National Lamington Day. I don't even know what that is. Do you know what a lamington is?
And I'm from Huntsville.
What is that?
It's like a lamb chop or something.
It's the delicious food holiday. Australia's most, well, that's why we don't know about it. Australia's most famous culinary icon, the Aussie lamington. Bryan, have any knowledge? We may ask Bryan about this coming up too. It was Lord Lamington, the governor of Queensland, Australia, from 1896 to 1901, receives credit for creating the lamington. Had no idea about that.
It was sponge cake and chocolate or something.
It looks like sweet meatloaf to me is what it looks like. It looks like meatloaf with some sort of sugar on it. It looks like something that you'd be up at 3 a.m. Let's just say that.
Was that a ribeye?
No.
Then I don't know nothing about it.
But what I'm very excited about today is today is National Junk Food Day today.
Now I do know a little bit about that.
National Junk Food is today. So,
and yet there's no Twinkies, no cakes, no nothing up here.
No. If you're watching this morning and you feel so inclined to bring some donuts or some something to the studio here, we will get you on camera. You have, what are we talking about, Billy? 23. I'm terrible at math. 60 minus 23 is what?
You have about 37 minutes.
37 minutes to show up to 1201 University with some donuts, and we will give you a little camera time if you can help us celebrate National Junk Food Day.
You bring enough donuts, you can have my headset.
So we'll step aside, friends. We'll continue on. Thanks for chiming in with us. We'll get to more of those comments when we come back. It's your show brought to you on a Friday by our great friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. They are the experts, the hometown experts in celebrating life. We'll be back in a moment. This is Good Morning Huntsville. Morning Huntsville. Welcome back in on a Friday. We are here at your show, Good Morning Huntsville. I just said that twice, and sometimes that happens, Billy. I said Good Morning Huntsville 3 times now.
I mean, it's early enough in the morning. I don't think anybody's counting.
Yeah, nobody's really counting. But here we go on a Friday. Thanks for being a part of this show as always, as we highlight the good happening here in our community. Episode 74. We are technically 75 into this now.
Oh, I remember when we were like episodes 5 and 6.
We were young dumplings.
Yeah.
trying to figure out what was going on.
We were still in the fridge getting ripe.
Yeah, we were still in the fridge getting ripe. I just leave them on the counter and they ripen in about a week. So yeah, fridge kind of slows down the process, Billy. Bryan over here is wondering what is going on. So let's bring him in. Bryan Matthys here today representing the Kiwanis Club of Huntsville. Bryan, good to see you, my friend.
You too.
How's everything been going in your world?
Been doing very well.
I was talking, before we came on, that the first time that I'd met you, I was working at the local radio station, and we were helping to promote the poker tournament, which we're going to talk about here today. But I did a Facebook Live over in your office.
Sure did.
And I'm going to be honest, I was nervous as all get out because I was a new young dumpling to Huntsville, but I learned very quickly, just like you and so many others, that folks here in this community embrace people, and that nervousness just flew out the window pretty quick, Bryan.
That's good.
What have you been up to? What's life been like for you lately?
Just a lot of work with the insurance business, getting a little crazy right now, so it's just staying busy with it.
Yes, sir.
But having fun with the Kiwanis and the Boys and Girls Club and the church and keeping busy.
That's great. Well, let us know. Yeah, I know a lot of folks that are chiming in. Bill Doggett was chiming in earlier. It said that you guys have been great friends for a long time.
Billy Ray, yep.
He's a good man.
Yeah, he even named his first son after me. I'm just kidding. He was already born by the time I met Billy. But
you could have stuck with that.
Yeah.
Nobody would have.
Well,
what I
he
do
knew.
know is I saw his kids grow up, and so it's been amazing. You've been an amazing friend, really
Well,
has.
Bryan, tell us a little bit, just your journey here in Huntsville. I mean, you've been here just for a very, very long time. Were you born and raised here?
I was not born here, just bred.
Yes, sir.
So, my dad was in the military, so I was born in Connecticut, but got back here as soon as possible. He was from Wharton. We're all from Wharton, Texas.
Okay.
And then he went to school at Sam and got a job here in '69, and I've been here ever since. So,
What have you just really enjoyed or seen with so much growth? We have a good friend, Carolyn, who joins the show every morning. She's been here 48 years now, and so she's seen a lot of great things. From your perspective, what have you seen in this community over those years?
oh, it has grown tremendously. I remember when you can actually drive through campus at Sam Houston, and now you have to walk anywhere. So apartments everywhere. Of course we've got nice food places now, and it used to be where you could do something across town, and by the time you got home, your parents knew about it, and you didn't have cell phones. But nowadays, you can do anything. You can get caught. You don't have to get caught doing that stuff. So
Yes, sir. Now, you and Billy, y'all have known each other for a while.
long time.
Mm-hmm.
What are your initial thoughts? When you think of Billy, Bryan, what do you think of?
Don't put the man on the spot.
Well,
Don't make me cry in public.
so what was funny, he joined the Kiwanis Club, and he brought me a certificate when he got his what was that?
Terrific Kid
Terrific
Award.
Kid Award
yeah.
from Kiwanis back in, I don't even know what year that was.
1987? 86,
When
87?
I think Marjorie Rex was the president back then. And so that was kind of neat to see something that, of course we've been here a long time, to see somebody that had remembered the Kiwanis Club from getting something back then.
Mm-hmm.
We've been doing stuff for kids of Walker County for years. So.
I did kind of want to dig in more about that again. Bryan Matthys joining us this morning from Huntsville Kiwanis Club, and we so appreciate you being here today. And of course, we'll highlight this event coming up pretty soon. But just give us a little bit more insight. I was kind of looking down here at some notes that I'd taken about Kiwanis Club, obviously a service organization, another great organization here in our community that's really focused on children, helping children out. I mean, that's one of the biggest priorities of Kiwanis. If you look at it on an international scale, Kiwanis hosting over 150,000 service projects each year. The Huntsville Club contributing, they're very, very much fair share. One of my favorite things is the pancakes.
The pancakes up in February.
So-
Yep, that's one of my. We keep that tradition going for over 50 years so far.
We went to it, Bridget and I, last year there at the library, and I'm going to tell you, you think, well, it's just a no, it's not just a pancake. Those were the best pancakes that I've ever had, minus ones that were these birthday confetti ones one time. I may bring some of that to you guys. Other than that, those pancakes were amazing. But Kiwanis has been active in this community. Let us know a little bit more just about the Kiwanis Club and what you guys do.
The Kiwanis was formed here in 1928. Our first charter organization that we did was the Boy Scouts in 1932. And we've continued that till today. Billy, I think you're part of that. Are you in that Boy Scouts? Or
I was actually in that troop as a boy. That's Troop 114. That's where I had my scouting career as a young man. But I am now affiliated with Troop 98.
That's right.
Just
With the
because
church.
they needed
That's right.
a leader and the church connection. So, no,
So-
Troop 114 is awesome. Matter of fact, I mean, Larry Fasaro was my
Yes.
fifth grade teacher. He was also my scoutmaster the whole way through, and he is still to this day involved with that scout troop. So,
And of course, we still want to support the Josie Lodge.
Oh, absolutely.
Which helps out all the troops in town. We do the Chili Fest. We donate all of our services and funds that we make at the Chili Fest. We sell pulled pork sandwich, chips, drink, and a Little Debbie treat. And all the proceeds go to the Josie Lodge to help out the Scouts. So we also
and
do
you
that.
would think at an event like that where there's chili at every turn that, you wouldn't want that. But about midday, you're smelling that pulled pork sandwich and everyone's rattling that bag of chips. And, yeah, you're looking for that ice cold Dr. Pepper. So, yeah, no, that's a popular booth
Yeah,
at
we
Chili at the
sold a
Lodge.
lot of water from that chili. Some of that was kind of rough. So
Yeah, especially the boys. If they cook you a pot of chili, it either tastes like hamburger soup or you better get the fire department on standby.
I'm going to tell you, Billy has just done just done something here while he was talking that I was taught in the sports broadcasting business of painting the picture and engaging with the audience. Now, he didn't just say a bag of chips and a soda. What did you say? Rattling a bag of chips?
Rattling a bag of chips.
And an ice cold
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper. That made me hungry, Billy. So he's chiming in.
Well,
Bryan,
you give us a little bit, we'll whoop you something up for $5.
Bryan, so much in this community goes on, and there's so many folks that are involved, and that's one reason today, of course, wanted to bring you on, talk about the poker tournament that's coming up, the third annual poker tournament. This year, it is moving. Magnolia Lake's no longer there. I know that Yost Church has purchased that
That's correct.
facility, but great place. Bonnie's Hideout.
Bonnie's
Valerie
Hideout.
Morel over there has that. Your sister, by the way.
yeah, she is my sister.
And she,
Yep.
great lady. We appreciate Val. Let us know about this poker tournament this year. It's the third one here, and how it's going to benefit Kiwanis.
Okay, so we have the third annual poker tournament. We're going to anticipate, I don't know if we're going to reach 100, but our limit is 100. We had 76 last year. It's been growing every year. All the proceeds there, again, go to a fund that we give out to, like RIF, which is Reading is Fundamental at the library, buy books for all the third graders. We do the summer reading program. We give scholarships to the high school students when we actually started New Waverly this past year. So
Great.
we gave a scholarship out in New Waverly, all for about $1,000. So I think we gave out 7 $1,000 scholarships because we were able to make more funds from another successful journey with the poker tournament. So
Well, this year, first prize, $2,000 gold coins. Cafe Texan getting on
Cafe
board.
Texan is, Karen and Vance Howard were gracious enough to sponsor that. And then we had, of course, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home sponsored $1,000 in silver, and Mac Williams and Sons Plumbing has always done our TV. They give a large screen TV for us for third prize. And we have a fourth and fifth prize, and then there's door prizes people can win, and that's pretty neat because we sell tickets to these door prizes. And if you pull a ticket and it's your ticket, then you have to pull a card from a deck of cards, which would coincide with the prize that you win. So you don't just get to choose your prize, you have to also gamble on a deck of cards on your pick. So
Some other things here, too. More than $2,000 in additional raffle prizes. That's some of what you were just mentioning.
it.
$1,000 bonus chips for early registration. So, go ahead and register early before August the 7th, because this event taking place on August the 11th there at Bonnie's Hideouts behind the Color Bar, just off Sam Houston. And so a great opportunity for folks to be involved. Let us know a little bit about the registration fees. I believe $50.
So it's $50 buy-in. There's a $50 buyback until the break, and at the break you can do a $50 add-on. So if you're not an avid poker player and you want to just have some fun and you lose out in the first 15 minutes, you're able to buy more chips, up to the break. So every $50 buys you 5,000 in chips. So you'll get to play and get to be better. And each year we've had a different winner. So it's been great. They have a lot of fun. We have a dead man walking prize, and basically that's the person that's actually lost and walk out. I think our buddy Dr. Lane.
It would be me.
Bobby Lane, I think Dr. Bobby Lane was last year's. I can't remember the first year.
So you don't want to be the dead man walking.
But you don't want to be the dead man. But we do announce that so that everybody knows who he is.
We need to do
because we do have women that play this game too.
We'll do that. We'll do the dead man or woman walk, and we'll put that on the front part of our website at hellohuntsvilletx.com. It's a distinguished honor in Huntsville to be the dead man walking at this poker tournament. Billy, are you good at poker?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm terrible. I would be that guy, by the way, Brian. I am terrible at playing. I don't have a poker face either.
I'm not a poker player, but I'm learning on how to put it on, because Johnny Mack and Paula Armstrong are just wonderful people that donate their time and talents to help us put this on, and we wouldn't be able to do it without them.
I put some more information here, by the way. If you're interested getting involved, again, $50 registration and buy-in, you can contact Johnny Mack Armstrong, 936-714-4227. That is the number, and appreciate all of his just invaluable support. He's been supporting the initiatives of Kiwanis for so long and does a great job with this event as well. Again, give Johnny Mack a call, 936-714-4227. As far as the Kiwanis Club goes, maybe there's somebody out there today, and you mentioned a little bit earlier about Kiwanis, but maybe there's somebody saying, hey, Brian, I'd love to get involved. How do the meetings work? How does the membership work and those kind of things?
So we have a membership fee of $100 for the year. We meet on Tuesdays at 5:30 at McKenzie's Barbecue on the first and third Tuesdays of each month. Right now we're meeting every Tuesday to get this poker tournament going on, but we'd love to have people that want to, help out with the community and donate their time. Sometimes there's some work involved when we have the pancake supper and we do the chili fest and we do the poker tournament. But other than that, those are our three main functions that we do for the year. But it feels good to be able to raise money for all these kids and be able to do the things that we do for the community. So
absolutely, and as this organization and the community is continuing to grow, what is the membership like for Kiwanis right now? I know there's always an active recruitment for membership.
There is, we fluctuate right now. I think we have 14 members. We're not a large organization. We're probably the best kept secret in town about the organizations. But we just have a lot of fun. We're all, a real close, tight-knit group, and we if you did the age range, we have 18 to probably, Joe Smith is probably 80.
Yeah.
And so, we cover all the ranges. So,
Billy, and you've seen organizations throughout this community over the years. Kiwanis is another one of those. You're actively, one thing that I really enjoy about Billy too is he is committed to our youth in this community. When you see these events like this poker tournament or the chili cook-off and those things, just how much does that benefit and how much of an impact does that have on our youth here in Huntsville, Billy?
Oh, it's tremendous. I mean, because like you said, the money raised here is going back to the youth, and it's not, we're not just handing them $20 and saying, here, go buy a skateboard or whatever kids buy now. I mean, it actually goes to take care of needs, and if we raise them right now, we won't have to later. So,
Brian, more information. I saw that there is a Huntsville Kiwanis Facebook page. I think someone had set this up as a friend account, and so there was a Kiwanis of Huntsville, Texas, but that one hasn't been updated in a while. So there's another Facebook account, and I'm going to put that up on the screen here. And so, folks, I would encourage you right now, if you're not following or on this page, please go to this page. It's facebook.com/huntsville.kiwanis.33. That is the one to join now. Send them a friend request. They will accept you on there, but that is the new Facebook account that has all the updated information.
We finally got somebody that knows what they're doing. Yeah, so it's great. I'm not a real tech savvy on that stuff, so we're able to get rid of the old one and start a new one. So.
Yeah,
and make sure it's Huntsville, Texas, and not Huntsville, Alabama.
Yeah, because that comes up. That happened with us with one of our other service organizations. If you type in Huntsville, it automatically pops up Alabama. So,
I was reading a news article last night. I'm like, oh my God, that really. And when I got down to the bottom of it, it was talking about Huntsville, and I got down to the bottom, and it was like Corley County or something. I'm like, crap, that's Alabama.
You go through the whole, rigmarole,
Oh, I did.
but there it
I
is.
was hanging on every word.
Yeah.
I can't believe that happened in Huntsville. I didn't hear nothing about that.
Well, Bryan, such a great day. We wanted to make sure that we highlight this event. Again, one final time, I want to put it up here on the screen for folks just so they can go ahead and add it to their calendar here on a Friday. It is the 3rd annual poker tournament brought to you by the Kiwanis Club of Huntsville this Friday, August the 11th, over at Bonnie's Hideout. That is behind the Color Bar. In that same area, Domino's Pizza's over in there as well. So if you know that location, you'll know right where it is. Big thank you also to the sponsors, Cafe Texan, our friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. You mentioned McWilliams. They give away the TV every year. And then other folks getting involved as well. Stevenson Beer Distributing Company also. So big thank you to them as well.
Very well, yeah.
And it's going to be a fun event. So get out there. Let's do this. Support the Kiwanis Club. And most importantly, not just supporting the Kiwanis Club, but this is supporting youth in our community. And, I think it's easy to say anytime that you're on and doing an interview or a program that, now we need it more than ever. But it's the truth. We need it more than ever. The youth in this community. There's a lot of exciting things with the school district and the new stadium and the upgrades. But this is all investments. And, you said it earlier, our youth are, they're the next generation that's going to be taking care of us. And I want to make sure that they feel appreciated and supported. And what the Kiwanis Club is able to do helps with that, Bryan.
Yes, definitely. And that's why we're here. We're glad to do it.
All right. Well,
Come out to the poker tournament. It's going to be good people having a good time.
That's right.
Is there food? There's food out there as well?
There is food. It's free beer that's from Stevenson's. We have hot dogs, chips, and Little Debbie treats. And then Bonnie's Hideout will supply the tea, the lemonade, and water. So it's a good time. Even if you don't want to play, you can come watch them play.
Come on out. We'll feed and water you.
Come get some free hot dogs.
We need to, it'd be fun. Well, we want people to come out and support it. I was thinking, we'll see if we can get out there and do a couple of video clips, though, to help, promote it and boost it as well. Now, can folks show up the day of and register?
Yes, they can. They can still do it the same day. We'll like I said, we have pre-registration, but once we hit that 100 mark, that's all we have room for. It gets to be too long a tournament if it's more than 100. That's why we cut it off at a certain time. And I'm sure Billy Ray's Doggett has already gotten his registration in, I hope. He did very well last year, him and Deborah both. So
there you go, Bill Doggett, poker player. So if you're ever going to be in a poker match, watch out for Bill Doggett. That's what I'm taking away. Besides benefiting the children in our community, the second thing is watch out for Bill Doggett on the poker.
Yep.
All right. Well, Bryan, such a pleasure to have you today. Thank you for giving us some insight, and we just so appreciate the Kiwanis Club. Looking forward to this event. Looking forward to the chili cook-off. Looking forward to the pancake dinner. A pancake supper. So many great events, and Kiwanis Club is doing that. And look, if you want to get involved and you want to make an impact on youth in this community, again, go to that Facebook page and get more information and plug in. You said it's only, $100 a year to be a member?
$100 a year.
And they eat over at McKenzie's, and so McKenzie's is a great place for fellowship and some good barbecue.
Kevin helps us out a whole bunch over there. So.
And there's a lot of new people. That's something too. There's a lot of new folks that are joining the show with us every weekday. We have new interaction on every show, and maybe you're going back at a later time and you're listening on the audio only format. There's a lot of new folks moving to this area. You don't have to live in Huntsville to be a member. Maybe you're in New Waverly. Maybe you're in Trinity. We encompass all those communities,
We do.
and so we want you to feel like you're part of something great. And this is an incredible way to give back to our youth in the community. So
just come hang out with us.
That's it. Have fun.
Come hang out and have fun. There he is. Bryan Matthys, thanks again, my friend. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. And when we come back, we got more happening here. Stay with us. It's your show. It's Good Morning Huntsville. We'll be right back here in just a few moments after this. organ music there to
Love it. Hey, I want to point something out. Those of y'all that are bringing the junk food or donuts or whatever, you have 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm looking around, and I have not seen anybody come through the door.
There's a truck that pulled up, and I got excited. I'm like, Rob, who's that? And he's like, oh, that's Amanda.
That's Rebecca from Main Street over there. I thought she may have been Rebecca, if you were listening, we were saying earlier, please bring us some junk food to celebrate National Junk Food Day, and there's nothing here.
She gets a demerit.
Yeah, demerit. They're my neighbors next door, though. You got to be nice to your neighbors. So, hey, welcome back in. We are here on a Friday. It is your show, Good Morning Huntsville. Billy and I, the two of the three dumplings. Garrick Long he's dumpling back at the bookstore this morning. Can't be here with us, of course, but
yeah, he's booked up.
Yeah, oh, good one, Billy. He's booked up this morning. Hey, let us know what you're doing today, Huntsville. Let us know what you're thankful for as we continue to bring you this show every single weekday. Already booking up gifts for next week. We are gearing up for our Rays of Hope, the inaugural Rays of Hope drive-through donation. Going to be a lot of fun there to be able to bless 6 area nonprofits this summer. We're starting it late. I know it's on the back end of summer this year, just with the logistics of Bridget and I moving back to the community and trying to figure out, what event. I think it's important, and you guys do it better than anyone, Billy, with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home and all of, to be honest, all of our sponsors. You talk about folks at Walker County Federal and Tomorrow's Promise and Justin Killingsworth with the Color Bar and Jason Thompson and you guys, very involved with so many events. Anytime that I see an event going on in town, I see that Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home logo on it, and that's something important. You don't do it because you want to feel good. You don't do it because you want to be known as a business that gives back. You do it because it's the right thing to do. And when we started Hello Huntsville, that was the first thing, as I said, what can we latch onto? We wanted to be able to bring information to the community in a very positive way. This show is a big part of that. But I also said, what can we do to give back? Not just giving a show, not just, it's like one time I was talking to folks who broadcast high school sports, and what we do with SHN is we always try to give back a portion of that to the local school districts. And I remember talking to someone once, and I said, hey, we're generating advertising revenue. Let's give it back. I said, well, we're already benefiting the community by promoting the athletes. I said, yeah, but let's take that a step further and give back resources. And so I think it's important for businesses to find ways to give back, to utilize their platforms and their voices to give back. And that was something important to me with Hello Huntsville is we said, what can we try to do, not for us, but to give back to these communities, to use our platform. And so we're excited about that event coming up, and a lot of folks are partnering with us, and it's going to be fun. I'd asked Billy, I said, hey, can you bring out that water cooler casket? But you were, we said, nah, that may be a little too much for this event. So we're just going to bring out the Yetis.
Yeah, we got the Yetis, we got the bottled water, and we got the ice.
So this isn't an alcohol drive-through. It's a donation drive-through. You will not receive a martini when you drive through, unfortunately.
Oh, I thought they were bringing us martinis.
Yeah, well, that and junk food. I was still waiting on it this morning.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. I have a studio window view, and University Avenue's looking a little dry out there.
Yeah, there's cars driving by, but nobody's hitting their brakes.
Hey, you could just honk, and I'll run out and get them.
Yeah, we'll make it easy for you. You literally have 10 minutes to go. Speaking of which, on 10 minutes to go, you also have 10 minutes to go here to text in the keyword this morning, Texan. It will expire at 8 o'clock. So if you literally get that keyword in at 8 o'clock in 1 second, it will not count. Our system automatically turns it off.
We are fair around here.
We're very fair.
We're very fair.
But you can go to text in that word Texan along with your name to 936-339-0139. That is the word to text in here today. But yeah, I'm excited. You're going to be out there with that event. Again, folks, mark your calendars. Saturday, July the 29th, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. You guys will be out there. I need to get those time slots written down, but you'll be out there for a little bit. Will you be with us, or will it be Greg?
It might be both of us.
Oh, great. Okay. Yeah. Maybe, hey, what is the troop doing that day? Maybe some of the young kids could come out, young children could come out and hang out with us and help receive items. And, it's just a thought that I had. So maybe if the troops.
Yeah, no, I might be able to make that work. Yeah.
Bring some of the troop. I know Sam Houston women's basketball is going to be out there with us. And if you're
see, that's enough right there to get my boys involved.
Yeah, just
girls.
The college athletes are there. So I did want to remind you, too, maybe you're a church that would like to be involved. We are still looking for volunteers as well, because we will be out there 12 hours. We do expect quite a few folks to drive through with canned goods and those type of items. So we will need help receiving those. Jason Thompson at Guardian Defense has been gracious, saying, hey, we'll bring by one of our trailers so we have a place to load these items into. But we absolutely need as much help as we can get to receive the items, to help promote on social media. And so I'll be putting out some posts on there. And the way that you can help us, some folks say, Rob, I can't really give too much of my time. I can't really give too much monetarily, but I can do a few things. And I said, well, look, it doesn't take hardly any time or any money at all just to like and share a post and to help spread awareness about this event. And also, canned goods aren't that expensive. So if you'd like to just pick up a few canned goods, we'll have the information exactly what they're looking for, what safe house. I know that the care center is always looking for diapers and those kind of things.
Yeah, and the canned goods, it doesn't have to be the Del Monte brand. It could be the Yo Mama Econo budget. Just get the green beans out there.
It don't have to be the Del Monte. It can be the Yo Mama brand.
That's what I'm talking. That's what we eat at my house, Yo Mama.
Yeah, so
Where'd that come from, Yo Mama?
Where'd it come from? Yo Mama, that's it. Awesome, and my sister's chiming in. I get to see my sister tonight. Yes, I'm excited. You know what else is happening tonight? Well, I may not get to see her tonight. They may be in bed by the time I get home. They're coming into town to switch with Bridget's mom. Bridget's mom has been with us 2 weeks, so thank you, Nikki. We love you and appreciate you. But my mom is coming to stay a week with us now, and so we're glad to have her. My sister's bringing her, and she's going to hang out for a week with us.
So it's like tag team wrestling.
It's tag team wrestling. That's exactly what I was trying to think of.
You're in.
But tonight is also the annual bingo fundraiser, Christmas in July.
Oh, yeah,
for
we're going to be
CASA.
there.
So I'll see you there tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be for whatever reason they wanted me to MC that event again. So I said, well, that's why we're happy to be back in Huntsville. I miss doing those events. You know, it's an exciting time in Fargo. Got to meet some great folks, but the way that my job was structured is I wasn't able to be involved in community events at this type of level, and so that's why we wanted to come back. Not just because to be around my mom and our family, which man we're going on 5 months now, and I've seen my mom like 5 times already. So that was one of the reasons, but. You know what? Embrace your family today. Maybe that's a message. I always ramble on sometimes, but maybe today the message is just embrace your family. Don't take your family for granted. And look, I'm not going to get into anyone's personal business, and I know that there's some heartache sometimes, and there's some things, but think about maybe a family member you haven't talked to in a long time, and think about the reason that you haven't talked to that family. Did they do you wrong? Is it something really petty? Life's not worth, and I understand there may be some serious things, and that's understandable, but if there's something petty, maybe you got into a deal with your brother and you flipped a house and something didn't work out. Or maybe you got your car worked on and something didn't work out. And you say, I haven't talked to him in 15 years. If there are petty things that are going on in your life between a family member, I want to encourage you this morning to put that aside, to forgive them. Look, and maybe they're the one at fault. But I've learned there's power in forgiveness. And I say this because one day when we're at that threshold of being called home, is any of that petty stuff going to matter?
Nope.
And you guys are in that business, and I'm sure that you see it every day, and maybe not every day, but I would assume quite often, to where folks will come in and say, I wish I would have been there more for that person. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you've heard it before, Billy, being in the industry.
We have.
One thing that I've experienced a lot in funeral services that I want to be this person is I heard one time that this pastor was talking about a cousin of mine, and he said, she was the same every day. She was always the same person. It didn't matter if she was with her family or if she was in public. She always remained the same. And then the thing that really stuck with me is he said she never had anything bad to say about anybody. And so think about those things today. What's your legacy going to be? And more importantly, your connections to your family. Is the petty stuff that you've been dealing with for 15, 20 years, is it worth that disconnect? Forgive them. Invite them back into your life and watch how that's going to bless you and your family for generations to come. And I know that there may be some really tough things and assault and those type of. I'm not telling you to call up someone who's assaulted you. That's a whole different story. You can still forgive that person without, bringing them back into your circle. But if there's petty stuff, forget about all that today. If it involves the biggest one, Billy, is money. Put all that to the side. I have seen so many families destroyed by money.
Cousin Eddie is not going to give you the money back.
He's not. Eddie does not. He's going to flush it down the storm drain right there in front of your house and show up at Christmas and let his dog, I don't even know where I was going. You know the movie, right?
Yes. No. And I have a cousin, Eddie.
Eddie, don't bring your dog to Christmas this year.
Yeah, buddy.
But just think about those things, Huntsville, as you move on today. And I promise you that there's going to be an opportunity to just bring some rekindling, to just bring some unity back to your
Well,
family?
because you're harboring that stuff in your heart, man, and it's hate. And I'm the world's worst about holding on to stuff, but sometimes you just got to let go.
Yeah.
Because it's not healthy for you. I mean, that will weigh on you. I mean, it's toxic. Just let it go, move on.
Let it go. Let it move on.
Breathe in, breathe out, move on.
It's good, Billy. And it's important, too, man. And like I said, you're in the industry where you see and you hear a lot of things. Speaking of which, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, as always, our Friday sponsors. What's been going on with you? You were gone on that awesome vacation for a couple of weeks. You were back last week with us remotely. What else has been going on?
You talking about holding on to stuff. I swear to goodness, the next person that calls it a vacation. I took the Boy Scout troop.
Billy's turning angrily red at me. His knuckles were throbbing because he's about to backhand me.
No backhanding. It's a straightforward punch and swerve. Took the Boy Scouts to Florida. Florida don't know nothing about no air conditioning.
Is it like the swamps? Is that a real thing? Were you in the middle of the swamps?
No, we weren't in the middle of the swamps. We did have an awesome trip. It was a joint trip between Troop 98 and Troop 114. We kind of divided up. I had some of their boys, they had some of mine, and we were on sailboats for a couple days, and it's awesome. It's really great to see the boys work together and become a team, and they all had great attitudes, but the tough part was at night. When you're out there floating around and there's no air conditioning, there's no breeze, there's no nothing, I'd have given anything for an ice pack,
So you guys were on, what, a boat?
Yeah, sailboats, like big 42-foot Irwin. I was on a 1977 Irwin sailboat, which was registered at 42 feet in length, but was actually 43 feet in length, some type of, I don't know, maritime rules or something.
So how many people can fit in that? I mean, there's bunks in these things?
How many people can fit? 2? How many people were on the boat? 9, I guess.
But there's bunks? You sleep on these?
Oh, yeah. Well, there's bunks inside, like down underneath, but they'll tell you from the get-go before you even get there, plan on bringing a sleeping pad and sleeping on top.
Did anybody get, are you out in the middle of the ocean?
Yes.
I mean, you're right off the coast of Florida. Is that where this was?
You're sailing around the Keys.
Oh, man.
So they were physically sailing. They were fishing. A couple of our boys caught some sharks. That was fun. Because here's the deal. When you catch a shark, it's a good battle. I mean, they're, 30, 45 minutes on the line. But then you get the thing to the boat, and then you know what the problem is? How do you get it off?
Yeah.
It's not like, I'm used to a catfish. It's not like you're just going to reach down there and stick your finger in its mouth and pull it up. Take the hook out.
You ever been to go? Have you ever had successful fishing like that?
No.
I've heard of some people that are literally able to do that. I don't know how you can do it like that. I have no idea. We used to fish with bamboo sticks. My grandpa would take bamboo, put fishing wire on them. We fished with bamboo sticks.
Growing up, we had the cane poles, and I'll never forget, my dad would take us out to James Ferris, had a place off of 150, and it had like a little, little land strip, almost like a fishing dock, but it was land, and it was pine trees, and every time I'd catch a fish, I'd get so excited I would fling that fish up into the pine trees,
Oh,
so
man.
he would spend his time fishing the fish out of the tree. So, yeah, no, I can, but I don't know. There's no one certain skill that I have that's better than the other, and fishing's right there with it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I love to do it, but I'm no good at it.
Same here. Billy Cawthon, not your go-to fisherman.
No, I'm sorry.
But fun to hang out with fishing.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we're going to have a good time. We might catch a buzz, but we're going to have a good time.
We might catch a buzz. We're not going to catch no fish, but we'll definitely catch a buzz.
You will be telling your friends about the event for years.
That's right. Hey, before we wrap up, we will be calling. By the way, the keyword is now shut down. We do have our winner. Randomizer selected a few moments ago. We'll be making that call. You have to answer the phone to win. Bill Doggett chiming in earlier on the Huntsville, Texas News and Events Group. Karen Denman of Walker County Federal Credit Union, she was saying hello. Chris Brown saying, sup, Billy. Sup, Rob. Sup.
Sup.
What's up, Chris?
SUP.
Bounce around, moonwalk. Great guy, man. Love you, Chris.
Jump around.
Jamie joining us saying, good morning, fellas. And Justin Killingsworth over at the Color Bar saying, good morning.
Good
We don't
morning.
see those. Good morning. We don't see those comments coming through on the news and events group, so I have to go to it manually. Rick Boning saying, good morning. Hello, Huntsville. My sister was laughing earlier. Rebecca. Whoa, Rick's just popped up and went right away. So good morning to you, Rick. We appreciate you. Russell Humphrey. He's got a really
What does
fun
that
event.
say? So excited. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Brittany's excited for bingo.
Yeah, me too.
Appreciate Brittany, too, donating the Color Bar Tanning Salon passes this week. Russell Humphrey saying, let's go Huntsville. Going to be a fun event. He's got a greet and gather coming up on Monday, I believe. So we'll be out there. For some reason, I'm a quote-unquote celebrity griller, and we'll see how those hot dogs turn out. There's a few of us that are grilling hot dogs.
See, I'm a celebrity chiller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You come out and chill with us, man.
That's why he didn't reach out to me, I guess.
Come out and chill with us, man. Anyone's invited. That's the thing.
Oh, yeah, I did see it. Yeah, no.
Doesn't matter.
Come on.
Doesn't matter, where you're at. Just come on out. Hey, it's more of an event just to come out and support. Of course, the contributions, it goes to Russell's campaign. But the thing is, it's more than that. It's just coming out and hanging out with friends. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a Vintage, his building right around the corner here on 12th.
If you don't know Russell Humphrey, he's a good man. Come out and visit him. I mean, he's just down to earth. I mean, he'll shake your hand, be your friend, and be for real about it. So
Tara Burnett was chiming in, too. Tomorrow, B52, we had them on yesterday talking. It was our friend Mike Heap from Lone Star Security and Investigations. They're putting on a fundraiser for Combined Arms, and that's going to be happening in the Conroe area, B52. I believe. So it's going to be a great opportunity for folks to come out and help support veterans there. So
awesome.
So a lot to do this weekend. You can find some of those events on our website at Hello Huntsville TX. Hello Huntsville TX. Jags.com. Let's call our winner, Billy, because I gotta get out of here, and you got stuff to do too. Actually, I gotta stick around till 9. Let's see. Here we go.
Two ring-a-dingies. 3 ring-a-dingies.
Not gonna win. Not gonna win.
Your call has been
not gonna win. And that person always says, "I never win." Well, guess what? You didn't win. Oh, hey, this person won recently, but you know what? They can win again. They can surely win again. Here we go.
You're a winner.
Answer and win.
I think I know that phone number.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm Durin.
I hate caller ID, and I hate that folks text us, and they probably save the number, so I can't even joke around with them anymore that they've won prizes.
Give the dog back.
Yeah, give the dog back, Jennifer. You listen. This is the Huntsville dog catcher, and
which is a job that I want.
I want that job. Myrtle Eileen's Chihuahua ran away, and we seen it in your front yard.
I don't have a yard. So.
Oh, well, I guess, you know what? We need to figure out a way to blindly call people. I think *69 does that if you dial it before the number.
It does.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
How old are you?
Yeah, I don't know. You used to could dial *67 and it would tell you the phone number of the phones. And so we would go to payphones, *67, and our local McDonald's, I won't say the area code, but it was 863-8888. And I used to call that payphone as a kid, and the manager would get livid because we'd be like, hey, is our Big Mac ready? And it was the payphone, and customers would answer it, and it would interrupt their dining experience, Jennifer.
Oh, my goodness.
There you go. It is National
That's
Junk
been a
Food
long
Day
time.
today. Are you going to celebrate, Jennifer?
I'm eating some banana muffins right now, if that counts.
I don't.
It's a little too healthy.
Is it cream filled or anything? Got icing on it?
No.
No, you need to try harder.
Yeah, it's a little too healthy.
I will.
Jennifer, you are the winner. We do have a pass. We'll get them to you next week for the Color Bar Tanning Salon. So congratulations. We appreciate
Thank
Brittany and the
you.
folks over there. And you've won before. That's the thing about the show. You can't win the same during the week, but you can win. We don't have a 30-day window. We don't have to listen to the FCC because we're not terrestrial radio. We can kind of do whatever we want here.
Oh, my God. They regulate that?
Yeah, the FCC does. Yeah, there's regulations on prizes and all that kind of stuff. That's what I love about what we do, Jennifer. We don't have to regulate. We're not Warren G regulators on this show.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, we're definitely not Warren G.
Mount up.
But, mount up. Anyways, Jennifer, congratulations. Thank you so much, too.
Thank you.
You chime in all the time with our show, and we appreciate that. And
Yeah, thanks for putting up with us.
Hey, are you going to be able to come out to Raise a Hope on July the 29th?
I'm sure going to try it. Sounds fun.
Awesome. Yeah, it's just a little donation drive-through. $20 will get you a shirt. It's also going to get you in an hourly raffle for jewelry from Elliott's Jewelers. So that's all you got to do is come on
I
out.
saw that.
Are we still doing the date with Billy?
Yeah, and also a date with Billy Cawthon. If you know, Jacqueline will not like that, so we're not doing that.
Well, no. You got to take my whole family, and you got to pay for it.
Oh, okay, there you go.
The
Yeah.
whole family. Yeah. I don't know, but I can get with Reagan and see about that goat because he is my pastor.
Yeah, he's in Colorado, right?
Yes.
Man, the life of a pastor, getting to chill in Colorado. Literally chill. It's probably nice and cool there. Not here.
Not here.
It is, and my parents are up there too. They won't come back until October.
Awesome. Well, hey, we'll get with you soon. We'll have that prize available for pickup next week. Jennifer, as we always ask every single guest, and we've asked you before, and you can say the same exact thing. What do you love most about Huntsville?
The small town feel. It's not the hustle and bustle of Houston, which is where I'm from, but I've been here about 14 years. So I just love that it's a small town feel and small community, and everybody knows everybody.
I like that. That's why
I can get behind that. Yeah.
That's why I go to church down in Lakewood in Houston, though, is because I don't want everybody to know my business. You know, you pray with somebody, and all of a sudden the whole town knows. Like, oh, man, Rob's got this criminal record. Why? Wow. I'm just kidding. So I actually
You can't outrun the law, bro.
Jennifer actually came here. You know, I was a guest of the Walls unit, and then parole got me out. No, just kidding. So, all right, Jennifer.
I have a dude that works for me, an older gentleman who retired from the state. And when we go somewhere, and they're like, where are y'all from? And we're like, Huntsville. And somebody will always make a joke about prison. And this dude, just as straight-faced as all get out, goes, yes, sir, we're on a work release program.
Gosh.
Wow.
Jennifer, there it is. Hey, have a blessed day. God bless you. Thanks so much for chiming in and
Y'all
being
too.
a big part of our show. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
All righty. There she was, Jennifer.
Yeah.
She watches every day. That's why we love doing this. And you know what?
Really couldn't prank her because she's already used to our shenanigans.
We can't prank anybody anymore because it does show. And I don't think through the voiceover at the internet, VoIP, the way that we do it, if we did a *67, I don't think that it would work.
There's got to be something. A friend of mine, I'll leave his name out of it because he might want to pull this prank on other people. At one time, he was able to show he would call my cell phone, but it would show up 8675309, which we all know is Jenny's number. Yeah.
Well, you can. Oh, that is a thing. So on the caller ID, I can spoof the caller ID, but it would throw things off for people, and they would have no idea. What would be.
Yeah, we're encouraging you to answer your phone from unknown numbers.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second before we go here. I know that this is, I'm dragging on. Let's try.
It's Friday. What else you got to do, right?
Yeah, I just
work.
Just got to work. See, it didn't work. I put in a *67 and I called your number and it immediately canceled. It did not work. So, hey, that'll wrap it up, Billy. A lot of fun here today. Looking forward to next week. Guests are lining up. If you want to be on the show, if you've got a nonprofit or maybe you're a business and you'd like to just highlight a little bit about what you're doing, we do allow that as well. But particularly for nonprofits, we want to hear from you. Please comment below, or you can also email hello at hellohuntsvilletx.com. Hello at hellohuntsvilletx.com.
You got to speak proper. Hello.
So don't put heller because it won't come in. Make sure you put hello.
Yeah, do it right. Come on.
Hey, get out there, support National Fast Food Day. Junk food. Is that what did I say? National Fast Food? Yeah, National Junk Food Day.
I whispered so nobody would hear.
Yeah, support that today. Billy, appreciate you and Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Hey, friends, as I ended, I do want to remind you, if you're going through a situation in your family, maybe you've lost a loved one, or maybe you just need that pre-planning. You don't know where to turn. You don't know what the future is going to look like when you're gone. Go by and see Billy, the great compassionate staff at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. They truly are the local experts in celebrating life. They will help you. They'll guide you through the process. When you lose someone, for many people, that's one of their darkest hours of their life, one of the hardest things that they're ever going to have to go through. And you need somebody who's in it for you, not just in it for the business, because they're not. I mean, of course, you got to do things to make the bills paid and all that, but they are truly in it for you. If you're involved in this industry, you cannot be someone who is not compassionate and be successful. Billy, Greg, the entire staff, they are compassionate. They'll make you feel like family during some of your darkest times, and they will help shine that light on you during that dark time. And so go by and see them, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. They will always be by your side and take care of you. So did want to say that, Billy.
And with that being said, if you're already in that dark place, if you've already lost that loved one and you're still struggling, and it happens, people, it happens, get with us because we have some aftercare resources that that loss will never go away, but we can help. And, don't, especially if you're a guy and you lost a wife or something, don't, oh, I'm a man. No, just reach out to us. We have some resources. We can help you.
That's right. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Friends, we love you. We appreciate you. We hug on you. And we hope
Hugging and loving.
We're hugging and loving here on Good Morning Huntsville. And again, I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. Remember, family things that I talked about earlier. Get on the phone, call someone today, tell them you forgive them, and rekindle some of those relationships before it's too late, because tomorrow could be too late. We'll wrap it up with that. We want to remind you, as always, I end every broadcast the same way. We're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other, friends. Provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. Until next time, good morning, Huntsville, and God bless. Happy Friday. We'll see you later. Thanks, Billy.
Thank you, sir.